thing about Ugandans is that we like to find a way of saving, either in cars, in each and everything. We just want saving something which is affordable for each and everything. Now, regardless to that, you are watching Driven Next Uganda, and now today I'm equipped with a car which is going to make you save your fuel car money, your maintenance car money, and each and everything you're going to be saving. And now please do subscribe to our YouTube channel at drivennext.ug and follow us on all social media platforms at Driven Next. And this is the 2008 Toyota Sienta which I'm about to show you today. And as I've started my video, it's that I've been talking about saving, maintenance costs, each and everything. As Ugandans, we like to save. I know we like to save, and now that's why I've brought you this 2008 Toyota Sienta. And one thing which stands out on this car, it's that its design, the way it is, each and everything, it's very practical but very, very simple. If you look at the front design of this car, it's very simple, although we get circular round lights. And the reason as to why we get this circular round light, I think it was the design of this. But these lights actually do the job pretty well, especially when cruising at night in the dark Kampala roads when Umeme does its usual games. And another thing is that if you can take a look at these circular lights, first of all, they resemble the human eyeball, if you can see it very well. And besides resembling the human eyeball, I think if you take a closer look at these lights, if you know cars very, very well, you see that I think the concept was copied from a Porsche 911, because it's one of the cars which is characterized by having the circular headlights. But again, we go to the indicators. Even you have a simple grille at the front, you have your lower bumper, you have these options whereby you can insert in fog lights if you want them, or if you don't want them, you don't insert them. Then if you move on to the sides, what you can notice about this car, it's just that everything is simple but very practical. The size of it, you cannot expect it to be a 7-seater car, no. But then this is actually a 7-seater car, and inside there is so much to talk about. Please do follow us on social media platforms, all of them. And remember, you are watching Driven Next Uganda. And now we come here to the front tires. This car the tires are very, very small, and there is if I'm to read the rim size on this car, this is actually 14-inch. And the reason as to why those tires are small, it's very, very simple. The thing is, remember, this is a small car and it's a very, very fuel efficient car. I'm going to come to that. So the smaller the tires also, it reduces the fuel economy of the car. That's why you see these big cars, which are running on 22-inch or 23-inch, they end up consuming more fuel. But this one, for a car which most of the cars with small tires, they have a very, very good consumption. And then if you move on to here, this is my best part of this car. Do you know that this car here, its fuel tank, it's only 42 liters, and this is where the magic happens. Do you know that this 42 liters on the current fuel prices, even if you are a Shell fan, what is our fan, like those leading petrol companies here we have here in Kampala, it's that the current price of petrol, it's at 4,890 Ugandan shillings. Now, this is why I want your attention. On that price which I've talked about, do you know that is, remember I told you that the 42 liters, it is the fuel tank capacity of this car. So on that fuel tank capacity of 42 liters, what you need to know is that to make this full, you just multiply the 4,890 times the 42. That is around 210,000 Ugandan shillings. And this is my best part of all. Do you know that this fuel tank can take you to around 630 kilometers when you are driving on fuel tank? That means that you're going to travel from Kampala to Mbarara to and from on that same fuel tank. Now, allow me to talk about the ground clearance of this car. So now, allow me, Scott, you see this ground clearance of this car. It's very, very good actually. Although you might find that some Sientas have been modified. What do I mean by that modification? It's that you might find some Sientas with the extra side steps or the front flaps or the rear bumper being extended. But at least for this one which I have here, let me assure you this, it's that for the fact that it doesn't feature those side skirts, this ground clearance, it is just perfect. It's just perfect to handle those potholes in Kampala, especially in Kireka and Najanankumbi. There are so many potholes in that area, but if you have this is going to be very, very good for you. It's going to be handling each and every pothole. And again, allow me to show you this side part. You see this side part, this car, it makes it very, very perfect to fit in those tight parking spots at Acacia Mall. And even if when you are in traffic in Kampala, you can easily maneuver in traffic because this is a very small car, and even it makes the parking easier. So now, the ladies, most of you have difficulty in parking cars, and that's why most of you, sometimes you have big cars, but then you wait for someone to come, then they park for you that car. No. But if you get this Sienta, your small Sienta, even if you're a camperser or even if you've just started to drive, the reason as to why parking is going to be easier on your side, it is because the wheelbase of this car, even its length, everything, it's very medium, it's very okay, it's very small, the length, the height, each and everything, so that makes it easy to maneuver it. Now, this is where I bring you to the cabin inside. And this cabin here, it's very, very simple but functional, in that it doesn't have those confusing buttons all over it. No. So what you get, it's basically a simple dashboard which is finished in plastic, and this plastic makes it easy to be cleaned. And even we see that you have this simple instrument cluster which is placed in the middle of this dashboard. And actually, if you can see this instrument cluster, there is a way how it's positioned. It's positioned at an angle to the driver's line of sight, so it makes the driver to easily transform their eyes from the road ahead at a 30-degree angle to the instrument cluster. So you can literally check out your car's performance in a very, very quick succession. And besides that, we talk about infotainment screen. The infotainment system of this car, it's also simple, but you can option it for a touch screen or an Android screen, in that you can fit here your Android screen. And for this car specifically, it comes in with this touch screen, and this touch screen offers two USB ports and even an aux button. And even for the climate controls, it's something which is very, very easy to use. Not those complicated buttons whereby you have a set of buttons. No. You have these simple dials from car's cooling to heating, everything, it's done on using this space here. Now let's talk about the storage space. You get here a space to put in your cup. So here you have a cup holder, and even besides that, you have here your ashtray, and here you have another storage space. You get two glove boxes. You have this one up here whereby you can fit in something, or even this one here, and even you do get another cup holder here. For this second row, you see that I have this plenty of leg room as well as the headroom. It's very, very good, and even the seat size, it's very, very good. And one thing that makes this car to stand out from other ordinary cars, from other ordinary minivans that are 7-seater, it's that you get this relatively flat floor throughout the whole car, just like what you get in a Toyota Noah. And you can check out our Toyota Noah review by clicking on that icon there above. So this flat floor makes it very, very good to carry that big number of people. And even the reclining option, you can choose to recline these seats like this, so you can have like a simple bed if you have gone for that burial or family meeting in the village. So you can choose to sleep inside the car, you can choose to rest from your car, and even pulling it back, it's something which is very easy. And another thing is that the leg room you get, even the comfort in this car, it's far way better than what you get from these other big SUVs, which are 7-seaters. It's very, very, very good. You can get this whole space at a relatively low budget. Now, let's talk about the rear design of the Sienta. So in developing the rear, Toyota wanted to keep things very practical and simple, and yes, they did achieve it. How? You see here, since this is quite a tall, small, compact, mid-sized minivan, so you get these rear lights being placed just above here, up. The reason as to why they are placed above it's that when you are cruising in the Kampala traffic, and then there is a guy behind you in a Pro Box and Premium. Remember those cars are sedans, and the person tends to sit in a depression like this. So now, if that person is behind, they are going to easily see when you are braking, and that reduces unnecessary accidents. And even on the side, everything is very simple, although there is an option of the Sienta whereby you can get it with a rear spoiler. And now to go inside, now businessmen and family people, so if you have a family or you run a business, this is why this car is one of the good choices you can have, and at a lower budget. This is it. Now if you have a family and then you are planning to go to that road trip to the village in Kayunga or some other place, then you're like, you're 7 members or even 5 or even 4 or even 1, and you have that luggage, or maybe you have that good number of people. And here you see here, this space, the space you get inside here, it's very, very good, in that you can see that this car has even a third row. Although its third row, it's split, so it may only accommodate 2 people, but again, the whole family fits inside this car. And if you have luggage and you don't feel like using the third row, now I'm on people who run businesses, or you have gone for that weekly shopping in Chikubo, this is how you do it. You can fold this third row, and when you fold it, you get the whole of the storage space, and even you can fit things up here, and even for that second row you can literally do fold it down. And to increase the space in here, what you need to do, it's very simple. This is one of the practicality of this, and that if I pull this thing in here, when I pull this, now I'm increasing the load space, now I'm catering, now I'm on the people who run businesses. This is your part. Now I place it inside there, lower it. Now I'm increasing the load space for luggage, business, stuff like that. This is how you do it. Pull this. If I pull it, wait a bit. Now pull this, then we lower it. This is the whole of the cargo space you have. Now if you run a wholesale shop, you have plenty of this space for your sacks of rice, your sacks of onions, your boxes of cooking oil, your boxes of soda, each and everything can literally fit well in this car. And even for the third row passengers, they have these cup holders, and even this rear side, it's finished in plastic, not this ordinary cloth inside. And the reason as to why you have this in plastic, but since this is meant to, meaning this is a working car, a practical car, even if you were to put in here your sack of charcoal, it's going to be very, very easy to clean the sides after you removing that charcoal. And even here, remove this, you go here, this is where you get to store your spare tire, and even where you get your toolbox. Under the hood, we get this 1.5 liter variable valve timing injection engine, and this engine here, it's very, very powerful to handle the Ugandan roads, especially the potholes in Mukono. And even besides that, this engine, it's also powerful enough for maneuvering in those steep Cavalry hills and even dodging the potholes I've talked about. Remember, Toyota's reliability, it means that this engine will probably last forever if it's well maintained. And besides that, let us talk about fuel efficiency. Remember, this car, for this 1.5 liter variable valve timing injection engine, you get an estimated fuel economy of 15 kilometers per liter. The way you've seen this car, the way it is, and even the practicality features it has, its fuel consumption, the way it is here as I've explained it to you, its current price tag, it's 18.5 million Ugandan shillings, and you get this, and this is a buy and drive, no unnecessary revisiting of the mechanic shop. No. The moment you buy it is that you just drive it. And now this brings us to the enclosure. This car competes in the market with Toyota Noah and even other 7-seater cars, and there is also another updated version of the Sienta. I'm going to be reviewing it in the next video. And even also, if you feel like you want to advertise with us, just call us on 0767934626 if you want to place in your advert in our video. Remember, the videos we do, they are placed onto YouTube, and when they are placed onto YouTube, we don't delete them. So meaning these videos, the viewing rate keeps on going each and every time. Now just imagine if you place in your advert here at Driven Next, and it's going to be there. And remember, these videos get up to around, let me say, the lowest number of the viewers we get, it's around 500 people. So now, and these videos can even go up to 15 million people, they can even go up to 10 million people. And now just imagine if you place in an advert and it's going to be there the moment a person goes to YouTube to watch this video. So that advert is going to be there for your company. Now if you want to advertise with us, so you have a permanent advert on our platform in this video of the Sienta or any other car, just call us on 0767934626. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Driven Next, and even follow us on other social media platforms. Please do like, subscribe and share. Or even if you have someone who drives a Sienta and you feel like they need to know some info about it, just share the video and even also like it. Thank you so much. I'll catch you on the